walking is an excellent way to stay healthy, keeping your body flexible and your mind sharp, especially in your 60s. But once you hit 70, walking too much may not be as beneficial as it once was. In fact, overdoing it can lead to issues you might not expect. Let's dive into why that is. Welcome to Living Well After 60, where we share helpful tips to ensure you live a healthy, active life every day. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it to help spread important information with others. So, what happens when you walk too much after turning 70? Let's take a closer look. 1. Walking too much can stress your joints. As we age, our joints naturally lose some of their strength and flexibility. When you're younger, your joints are like strong bridges, able to handle the wear and tear of daily activity. But by the time you hit 70, your joints, especially the knees, hips, and spine, are more vulnerable. Walking for long periods can put additional strain on them, especially if you've been walking for years without adjusting your routine. At first, you may not notice any discomfort, but over time, you might start to feel dull aches in your knees, sharp pains in your ankles, and an achy back. This can eventually lead to issues like arthritis or even mobility problems. For example, take Mr. John, a 72-year-old neighbor of mine. He used to walk 10,000 steps a day, believing it was the key to staying healthy. However, after months of walking so much, his knees started aching. One day, while stepping off a curb, his knees suddenly gave out, causing him to fall. His diagnosis? Severe joint degeneration. The doctor advised him to reduce his walking and incorporate gentler activities like swimming or cycling. The takeaway here is that as you age, you need to listen to your body. Too much walking can lead to serious consequences if your joints aren't properly cared for. It's all about balance. Moderation is key. 2. Increased risk of falling. As we get older, balance and coordination become more challenging. The muscles, ligaments, and nervous system weaken, making it harder to stay steady on your feet. A fall that might have seemed harmless in your younger years could now lead to serious injuries. Consider the case of Miss Claire, a 74-year-old who enjoyed her daily walks. One afternoon, she was walking on a bumpy path near her house when she suddenly felt dizzy, lost her balance, and fell. She broke her hip, which is a common injury in older adults after a fall. After surgery, she faced a long recovery and difficulty walking for months. Falls are a significant risk for older adults, and they often lead to long-term consequences. If you're over 70, focus on maintaining balance and avoid excessive walking or walking on uneven terrain. It's not about how much you walk, it's about staying safe and listening to your body. 3. Strain on the heart and blood pressure. As we age, the heart and blood vessels don't respond to exercise as well as they did when we were younger. Walking for too long or at too intense a pace can cause an increase in heart rate, leading to fluctuations in blood pressure. This can result in dizziness, fatigue, and even chest pain, which are signs of heart stress. For example, Mr. Larry, 71, was an avid walker who started feeling lightheaded and experiencing chest pain after his usual morning walk. After a visit to the doctor, he was diagnosed with high blood pressure due to overexertion. The doctor advised him to cut back on his walking and incorporate more gentle activities like stretching or light walking while regularly monitoring his heart health. If you have a history of heart disease or high blood pressure, it's especially important to pay attention to how your body reacts to physical activity. Walking is great for cardiovascular health, but don't overdo it. Your heart's needs change as you age, so make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. 4. Muscle loss. Instead of strength building. Dr. Sarah, a rehabilitation specialist, explains that walking too much without strengthening exercises can actually lead to muscle loss. When you don't complement walking with exercises that build strength, you risk losing lean muscle mass. As we age, we naturally lose muscle strength, and walking alone won't keep your muscles strong enough to support your daily activities. For instance, Miss Linda, 70 was dedicated to her morning walks, but she didn't do any strength training. After some time, she began to feel more fatigued, with aches in her legs and back. Her doctor told her that she had lost muscle mass and needed to add strength-building exercises to her routine. This included light resistance training, or even yoga, to build strength and improve mobility. Walking is a great form of exercise, but if you want to maintain your muscle strength and flexibility, you need to combine it with muscle-building activities. This will help you stay active and avoid injuries. 5. Breathing difficulties and respiratory stress. When you walk for too long or at a high intensity, your body needs more oxygen. This can be particularly challenging for older adults, especially those with respiratory conditions like asthma or COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Prolonged walking can lead to shortness of breath, fatigue, and even dizziness. Mr. Bob, 74, enjoyed his daily walks, but he didn't realize the toll it was taking on his lungs. One day, after walking too long on a hot day, he felt dizzy and almost fainted from lack of oxygen. His doctor advised him to adjust his walking routine and focus on deep breathing exercises to help his lungs keep up. For those with pre-existing respiratory conditions, it's crucial to monitor your walking routine. Breathing techniques and lighter exercises can help reduce strain on your lungs while still providing the benefits of staying active. 6. Risk of dehydration and energy drain. As we age, our body's ability to maintain hydration and regulate energy levels decreases. Walking for too long, especially in hot or humid conditions, can lead to dehydration, which can cause dizziness, fatigue, and even fainting. For example, Mr. Tom, 74, loved his morning walks but didn't pay attention to drinking enough water. One day, after walking for too long under the scorching sun, he felt extremely dizzy and weak. He had to sit down and rest, and the doctor later confirmed he was severely dehydrated, which caused his blood pressure to drop. To avoid dehydration and fatigue, older adults need to stay hydrated before and after physical activity. It's also a good idea to eat a light snack before heading out to ensure you have enough energy for your walk. If you're walking in the heat, take frequent breaks and drink water regularly. 7. Impact on sleep quality. Finally, walking too much, especially in the evening, can disrupt your sleep patterns. Exercise raises your heart rate and stimulates your nervous system, which can make it harder to unwind and fall asleep. Take Miss Claire, 68, for example. She loved walking in the evenings, but after a while, she began to have trouble falling asleep. Her doctor recommended she switch to lighter exercises, like yoga or gentle stretching, to help her relax without overstimulating her body. If you struggle with sleep, try to avoid intense walks in the late afternoon or evening. Morning or early afternoon walks are ideal, as they allow your body time to wind down before bedtime. Thank you for watching. I hope these tips help you maintain a healthy lifestyle while keeping your body safe. The key to staying active as you age isn't about how much you walk, but about listening to your body and finding the right balance. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Stay tuned for more tips on how to live a healthy and active life after 60. See you in the next video.